To my sisters. Now see, first of all, I apologize for rhymes that call you bitch, but it's a cold world and scandalous girls exist. But my intention with this is to put you in a different position, a title that's a little more fitting for the way that you live. My queen, my mother, my lover, my friend, down through the thick and thin, whether lose or win. Life for sin is hard, but you lighten the load, right beside me, never behind me, ready to roll. Heaven sent, the best blessing a man can get. Excuse my French, y'all, but real women are the shit. Hard to maintain in the world of pain, feeling neglected and disrespected. You sick of the games? You ain't alone. Ain't no I in the team, so ride with me. What good is the kingdom if it's missing a queen? Turn my house to a home, never leave me alone. And I can promise when we reach the top, to share the throne. I know we ain't an easy breed to deal with, but even thug niggas need a lady they can chill with. I need your love. Without you, there would be no me. You the reason that I'm blessed to breathe, believe me. When the world gets cold and I'm feeling alone, woman, you the missing link to my soul. Real women. To my sisters.
The title of this poem is Discovering Me. As I love away the blues of being misused by a world so cruel, I finally saw the beauty of my years through my tears. I stared right at my fears. And for the first time, the reflection was me. It was different and new. The longer I stared, the more I could be true. True to myself, true to the God inside that I held captive and hardly ever applied. Oh, how I feel knowing that the God is real. And in God, it's not about how you feel, because this reality that we live in is real. My studies have connected me. My obedience is setting me free. And I pray for the increased studies of all of us so that we can love ourselves, because in this day, it's a must. Stare into those beautiful eyes until you see the core of your soul and love away your blues of being misused by a world so cruel. Thank you.
I know you guys know this song, so I'm going to start with the song. If you know it, sing along. If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. My brother's room was always black light blue, soaked in bong water and Milwaukee's best, just the way we liked it. And that night, I was tagging my name on the wall with a Sharpie, but my hand was still trembling from what had happened an hour earlier when the gun was pressed against my chest. He said, "Give me all your money, bitch." And I actually looked at him and said, "Why are you doing this?" He didn't suddenly self-actualize. I gave him the rest of my paycheck. He didn't kill me, but now it was worse. We couldn't get any more coke. And as the sober panicked into me, faster than my friend's feeble whispers of empathy, thoughts of dead spooned me like a lover. I climbed out of the window, onto the roof, looked over the edge. Remember that I really don't like pain, and climbed back through the window and began sifting through ashes and cat hair for traces of white powder. Had it really come to this? My brother was the Basquiat of blunts and just finished off the last sculpture. The most gifted kids I knew were sprawled in the piles across the room, the music circling their numb stench like vultures. Had it really come to this? Was this what it meant to be an artist? No one understood our feelings, so we shot them in our veins, snorted them up our nose, smoked them in our pipes because reality was too damn difficult, but getting fucked up was really getting expensive. Now, this was back before text messages, y'all, but it was like just then. These words flashed across my screen. I've got you. If you could just take one step into the discomfort, Lauren, I promise I've got you. Now, I don't know why my higher power chose that moment to speak to me. I don't know why 2 days later, still pale and shaking, my friend noticed me and invited me to a poetry reading. I don't know why too many of my friends are dead, but I'm alive. But I think I'm still here because I need to say something. I think you are definitely still here because you need to say something. See, when the Creator threaded these blue veins through our bodies, when he cut the feast of fabrics that would become our skin, he stitched within us a million tiny little nerve endings ready to receive messages, to be lit up with our status. See, God made the first Twitter. He has 7 billion faces in his book, and if you lie flat on your back at midnight, you can watch the black kiss starry gas in mid-flight to read a constellation that says, check me out in my space. We were well made, y'all. And these feelings were no accident. Because every time you brush your fingers across my skin, I know I'm alive because I get to feel something. Every time you say your poems out loud, I get to feel something. Every time you cut me to the bone, crack me open with your beauty, send me spinning through your galaxies and leave me to crash on the pavement, I get to feel something. And from hieroglyphs to ink pens to poetry readings, we were given these words to tell our story and write our own reality. To stand up and say something, my friend. When it gets too hard, when you think you can't take it anymore, don't reach for no. Just rip open your chest. Read the tag with the care instructions sewn into your pumping heart, right next to the words, I've got you.
Sometimes causing silence to take over our being. Staring into oblivion, questioning night and the stars she displays for us. Dancing, falling, giving light to us. If only love is all I can give. Pressure becomes so intense, lying beside everything you are. And your beautiful dark skin shows how much we are alike. Colors mingling in pure delight. Your eyes appear like children laughing. My tears tend to fall at night. When I'm asleep, then you're asleep. And you're safe by my side.